Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
You know what time it is? It's Roundup!
Is that Roundup? I'll take this easy, thanks.
Is that Roundup?
Yeah, why don't you take this twice?
Yeah, thank you.
Exactly. What are you doing? Get that pizza box back in the ring! No!
Last slice for the last king. It's Roundup, baby!
Who can resist that melty cheese, tangy tomato sauce, and spicy pepperoni?
You're always doing that. I brought the pizza for everybody here. Hey, man, is that Roundup? It was Roundup!
Pizza Roundup with locations in Marysville, Loma Rica, and Biggs.
RC and Dawn get their debut album Slept On, featuring the hits Funk With Us and Ode Too Thick. Check them out on iTunes and Spotify. RC and Dawn.
Haywood here. Once again, we're coming to you from the LA Memorial Coliseum. I'm joined by two-time tag team winner, Blakeslee E.T. Tag team action coming our way.
Introducing first. I know I'm fine, but the money makes me handsome. Walk around smelling like a come up in the answer for her problems, but I'm happy I don't like it though. You don't like me how you think you do, I like it though. I know I'm fine. From Coliseum University, the team of the last king, Manny Roller, and Ray Sean Prince.
Well, Manny Rowe and Ray Sean Prince, the royal family as I like to call them, had some victories last week on PCW from here at the Taco Festival, and once again looking for some more victories as a tag team this week. What do you think about this tag team, Evan? You are E.T., you are a tag team expert, as you said.
That is correct, Doctor. And you know, I have a vested interest in this match. These are two of my training partners, two of my very close friends, in Manny Rowe and Ray Sean Prince. And as a tag team, they're still looking for that elusive first win. You know, they're excellent singles competitors. As a tag team, they're just kind of getting their thing going. And I have faith that the national treasure, the Ray Sean, heavy emphasis on the Prince, obviously, in his name, and the last king, Manny Rowe here. You know, I like that royal family thing you did there, Doc. I like that. I will say that.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I have my moment.
This is Jesse, the amazing Jay Garcia, and Seth Primetime Reigns.
And we got Teacher and Teacher's Pet teaming up again. Rematch from Off the Chain.
this is when they did it off the chain. They teamed up and they showed Manny and Rayshawn that there's a lot more to being a team than having a similar mindset. These guys know each other through and through. MPT gave Amazing Jay everything that he had of himself that he loves about this business. He loves wowing these fans and showing them what he is. And he's given that to Jesse. But he's also given that tact, that smart mastercraft, like I said earlier, of a wrestling mind. He gave it to Rayshawn, he gave it to Manny, and these guys are playing up to basically the worst side of Zach Reeve, as you can see.
Taking it to him already before the bell. Tossing out the trash.
This is exactly what I was saying. This is the stuff that Primetime showed them that Jesse just doesn't tap into. They're cunning. They're smart. They're methodical. They're picking apart their opponents right now, separating them and picking apart this tag team. Bell hasn't even rung. The match hasn't even started yet. Jimmy Mack is going out now to get control of this contest, as he should.
Oh my goodness, some brutal action out here. Jimmy Mack admonishing Manny and Primetime, getting him back in the ring so that we can officially start this matchup.
Both of their heads right now, MPT and Jesse Garcia's heads just bounced off the apron.
Rayshawn Prince has definitely picked up a brutal streak once Manny Roa took him under his wing.
Manny's just trying to show that there is life outside of the Primetime University's cult-like grasp they have on you. I mean, MPT's, he's a lot of things, he's a lot of great things, but there's just something about him, man. When he gets in the head of a young talent like Jesse Garcia, he starts to use and manipulate them. And these guys just didn't want that for themselves. And that's what this fight's really about here.
Really is the royal family trying to assert their independence from Primetime. And like you said, a very cult-like following that Zach gets. You're either on the inside or you're out. Poisonous influence in PCW, even though PCW was started by Zach Primetime Reeve. And there's...
And finally, Jimmy Mack getting some order going here.
There's the bell. Match finally officially underway.
The resiliency of MPT, though, the resiliency of PCW as a whole mirrors the resiliency of Zach Reeve. Look at him. He just got into a brawl before the match started. He's firing back, vest on and everything, still giving Manny everything he's got. Giving these fans everything he's got.
Zach Reeve, 41 years old, over 500 days sober. The sober SOB, as I like to call him. Emphasis on the SOB.
Roa trying to choke some of the life out of Zach Reeve here. Oh, and just, whoa! Jesse Garcia
right out here in front of us got knocked off the ring apron.
Rayshawn Prince smartly trying to take advantage of the ref having his back turned for a second, and also smartly, you know, backing off when Jimmy turned around. Angel's wings. Will we see it? No, not right now. Oh, big super kick! Big super kick! That's gotta be it! That's gotta be it unless Manny can make a tag. Oh my goodness!
Manny rolling towards his corner. Zach still dazed from that early assault.
So if he makes the tag to Jesse right here, you gotta believe it's over. Oh, all the momentum in Jesse's favor now. Oh, deep arm drag. Oh, another deep arm drag.
Jesse fired up after his loss to Rayshawn Prince in that first round of the Young Lions Cup.
Big stinger splash in the corner. Oh, Jesse coming up with a big hero to the back. Jesse finding a way, as of late I've noticed, to get these European uppercuts from different angles, from different vantage points.
Yeah, absolutely. Last week we saw it. We're seeing it again this week. Jesse Garcia went back to the drawing board. Rayshawn Prince once again the 2022 Young Lions Cup winner. Ooh!
Let these people know he was getting that band going, getting the mariachis starting to play the Three Amigos.
There's Steve Martin and Martin Short. Will we see Chevy Chase, the third amigo?
Up he goes! Oh, jackhammer style on the third suplex. Manny Roa will have none of it. He comes in, breaks up a pin attempt if there ever was one. Zach Reed and Manny, toe to toe. Look at this action, Dr. Haywood.
My goodness, this has evolved into a brawl. There is no love lost between these competitors.
Zach Reed's had enough of Manny Roa being insolent. Oh!
And this is a level of brutality we haven't seen from Zach Reed in a long time.
Well, Manny has brought Zach to this point. Rayshawn and Manny's tactics have brought this out of Zach. Oh! Big shot to the back there. Zach Reed, to his credit, still has yet to take off his vest through all of this.
Definitely not in that green and purple like a Marvel supervillain. Shades of Mysterio or the Green Goblin.
Just really taking the beating to Manny Roa. Meanwhile, back in the ring, Jesse is measuring up Rayshawn.
Look at the look of disdain on Rayshawn Prince's
These two
face.
are ready to fight. They're slugging it out. Here we go. Back and forth. Back and forth. Big Irish whip to the corner. Big European follow-in. Jesse tags in MPT. Rayshawn sells around. He's gonna catch them off. He's gonna catch them off guard. Rayshawn is playing possum here. You have to think. We've seen the kid go through hellacious battles, through everything he's done, winning the Young Lions Cup by hook and by crook. I told you.
Rayshawn had it scouted. You were absolutely right. Brought those knees up.
Rayshawn Prince, ladies and gentlemen, did the smart thing. Knew what Zach Reed was going to do in that position. They know each other inside and out. All four of these competitors. God, Jesse is now in a slugfest with Manny Rowe. Jeez Louise, these guys are teeing off on each other here. Oh!
Manny Rowe going to the playbook of dirty tricks there.
Doing whatever he's got to do, man. He needs to win. Oh! Angel's wings!
There it is.
You got to believe it's over. Oh, Manny taking the time to give Zach a cheap shot here in the corner.
One of the hottest rivalries in PCW right now. The Royal Family versus Primetime University.
Manny's got him set up. Oh, no!
Huge mistake by Rayshawn Prince. Got his own man.
Oh, what a super kick from Mr. Primetime. Is he going to hit him with the frog splash?
Garcia got it.
1, 2, 3. Whether it was off the chain or Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, here today the result was the same. MPT and Jesse Garcia seem to have Rayshawn and Manny's number in a tag team contest at the very least.
100%. Manny Rowe and Rayshawn definitely got to re-strategize how they work together. We're not prepared for the ferocity that was Primetime and Garcia. And look at
the thing about this match is everything that Zach has ever taught all three of these other men in there was on display. Rayshawn played possum, and didn't Jesse do the same in the very end there? Playing possum, reeling in Rayshawn to hit Manny like that? I mean, to his credit, Zach has done a phenomenal job with these men. They just want the top spot. They want to be successful in pro wrestling now.
He's the best coach in Northern California. You can attest to that. I can attest to that. I tell you what, come to Primetime University if you're in the Northern California area. Get trained, but don't let Zach get in your head. Don't let him poison you.
Jesse Garcia with the backflip. You know, you got to wonder what's next for these guys. They're 2-0 as a tag team. They did suffer singles losses, but as of late, they are 2-0 as a tag team.
They might be in the future for most wanted in those tag team championships.
You know,
and you guys might have your work cut out for you. I have all the faith in the world that you can retain, but it'll be one hell of a fight.
Doctor, we're definitely going to have our work cut out for us, and that's where the tag team division is headed. But the thing about this rivalry between Manny, Rayshawn, Jesse, and Zach is, honestly, I agree with what Manny and Rayshawn are saying.
I do too. Zach
credit where credit is due. A hell of a victory here. And what is a great historic accomplishment for PCW operating where we are operating from today, where our office is today.
Well, you gotta
at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum.
You gotta say it's very historic for us. A lot of it lies in Zach's training, but a lot of it lies in my production too.
Wrestling talent, are you with one of the bands?
I'm with one of the bands. You know what's funny? They know who I am. But do you?
No, I have no idea who you are. You're a new face.
Go ahead, ask me.
Who are you?
From Twitch TV, I am Jimmy Ray, host of The Jimmy Ray Show. And you know, I had a feeling PCW was gonna come here to the Memorial Auditorium, to the Coliseum of the sites. The Olympics were held here in 1984. History was made here in 1984. Do you know Rik Luxury?
Oh, absolutely. I know Wrestling Personified for sure.
Yeah, I know Rik Luxury too. Rick, I hope you see this before the show. I have a little insurance policy here because I know tonight's a big night for you. You got history in the making here at the Coliseum. And I have a bit of history for you too, Rick. Don't worry, the story is not by any means over. What was my name again? From Twitch TV, I'm Jimmy Ray from The Jimmy Ray Show.
Well, PCW fans don't know who Jimmy Ray is, but they know who Dr. Haywood is. The reason we're here at the LA Coliseum, he's looking to make history. He's got an insurance policy to help James Ellsworth get his hands on that PCW Championship. Folks, you're going to want to stay tuned for it. Keep your eyes open.
Well, we are in for a treat. PCW Championship, first time being defended since it was won by Rik Luxury in a very shocking manner and off the chain, defeating the unpinned and unsubmitted Sin, left the crowd speechless. And he's defending against the women's Money in the Bank winner, James Ellsworth. Got Jimmy Ray at his side.
And those two dudes are very unpleasant to say the least.
Well, I don't know about unpleasant.
Jimmy Ray, former WWE Superstar James Ellsworth.
Jimmy Ray over here intimidating our ring announcer, Mitch Valentine. Oh, he's taking the mic.
He's gonna try and do a better job than Mitch. Let's see. Mitch has done a pretty good job all day. What the heck's going on? Mitch is wondering the same thing we are. The gall of Jimmy Ray.
Well, you're a young person. You're probably familiar with Twitch. I'm not. Jimmy Ray's apparently on Twitch. I thought it was like a facial tick he might have or something.
The Jimmy Ray Show on Twitch. Obviously, Jimmy Ray is the host of the Jimmy Ray Show. James Ellsworth, of course, of WWE fame. AJ Styles fought for his honor. He helped Carmella do dastardly things, and you know, I like James Ellsworth. He's not a bad guy. Just a little, like I said, unpleasant. He's got an ego about him. He was in the Fed.
That's right, Los Angeles. Behold your
Jimmy
personal
Ray's on
savior.
Twitch.
Egos.
He is the one, the Iron Chair.
the Iron Champ.
James Ellsworth, and he is here for you, and you, not you, but the rest of you. And you know, I'm here for a specific reason, too. Nothing more historical than the Coliseum, right? Thank you. Now, Rik Luxury came out here and had a lot of bad things to say about me earlier. And Rik, I know you can hear me right now. You're a punk, Rik, and I told everyone out there. I told them I have an insurance policy for tonight.
Oh!
And you're looking.
I just want to say that I am...
These plebeians not letting the man talk. Come on!
I have the microphone, so keep your voices down. You're really starting to irritate me. I'm starting to irritate me, you know? I said, and I'll say it to you guys' level. I said, keep your voices down. I can't wait till I get on a plane to get the hell out of Los Angeles.
I don't blame him. I kind of am ready to leave too.
You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna win the PCW title, and I'm gonna beat Rik Luxury worse than the Padres beat the Dodgers in the playoffs. Swing and a miss.
I'm a fan of the Dodgers.
Getting in these people's heads.
And ladies and gentlemen, now introducing
And under their skin.
from Sin City, Nevada, weighing in 254 and
I didn't say under his chin.
He is the PCW Champion. This is Wrestling Personified, Rik Luxury.
Rik Luxury in his first title defense. I had an opportunity to talk to the champ when he arrived at the stadium earlier this morning. Let's see what the champ had to say.
Rik Luxury. Folks, I just caught Rik Luxury coming into the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. Your first title defense is today against former WWE Superstar James Ellsworth. I mean, this is pretty big time for you, Rik. Are you ready to take on the man with no chin?
You know what, man? A lot of people have been asking me, am I ready to still be PCW Heavyweight Champion? 40 years of age, straight off of a almost career-ending injury, a year on the shelf at Pro Championship Wrestling, and Mike Shute makes a phone call. A lot of people were shocked to know that Rik Luxury came with his A game that night, like I said in the past, and my competition will say he who shall not be named just ended up failing the test. But hey, what I'm going to tell you, we are here at the world-famous, historic Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, and Rik Luxury is always up to the challenge. This championship does not weigh heavy on my shoulder. It's very familiar there. See, I like to say that this lady right here is a bit of a floozy, and she might go around and sleep with a few others, but she always comes home to daddy. And tonight, James Ellsworth, no matter what they say about you, a career you may have had or may not have had, I don't roll around with the women inside the wrestling ring. I get the boots on and get busy with some of the best. And tonight, it's going to be no different. Ellsworth, I'm walking away from Los Angeles, back to that airport to fly home, still with this gold.
All right, keep that gold safe for PCW, Rik. James Ellsworth versus Rik Luxury coming up later. Rik says that Ellsworth isn't rolling around with a woman this time. He's rolling around with Wrestling Personified. Stay tuned for that matchup coming up next.
Well, there you heard it, E.T. Rik Luxury said he always brings his A-game. He brought it to Sin, and Sin failed the test, and he's getting ready to bring that
Los Angeles! Hey, look, I'm going to be honest. Normally when I'm in the locker room, I don't stare at other guys when they're taking off their shirts and that, but I actually caught a glimpse of this guy. He was tucking away his black and orange Buster Posey jersey. So how about this? Let's get all of you real close in this ring so I can beat him as bad as the Dodgers are going to beat everybody next season because LA is bringing home another trophy.
Oh, don't pander to these plebeians. I'm a Giants fan anyway. Heck with the Dodgers. Ugliest blue color I've ever seen.
Baseball, America's pastime. We're like America's nap time.
You're not wrong. Oh, Jimmy Mack dropping the belt.
Disrespectful.
Show some respect, Jimmy 2 Count. That's a prestigious title made by West Coast Customs.
Now, here's the thing about this contest. Yes, it is Rik Luxury's first title defense since he faced Sin, but this is also going to be Rik Luxury's first match. We've seen him in PCW for quite some time. I mean, that match he had with Sin, granted, it was a steel cage match, but it was a little bit of a shock victory. And
yeah,
we're honest.
Yeah, it was 5 seconds. It was done and over with.
So the thing is, this is the first time we've seen Rik in competition, true competition, unless another shock victory happens here in quite some time.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Rik Luxury was suspended, out with an injury.
Turned as an official, made my life a living hell, we know. And now, he rose to the occasion. Mike Shoop went down. Mike Shoop,
who looks a lot like James Ellsworth.
But what happened when Mike Shoop faced James Ellsworth, Doc? Why don't you remind me?
Well, James Ellsworth won against Mike Shoop, so...
And Mike Shoop was in contention for the PCW Championship prior to his injury, putting him on the shelf. So, if you think about it, James Ellsworth would be in line for a PCW Championship match.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people underestimate James Ellsworth and his competitive ability. The man is a women's Money in the Bank winner.
It's hard to underestimate
AJ Styles.
He worked for the biggest professional wrestling company in the world. It's hard to underestimate that guy. He's smart. He's tactful. He has a brilliant manager, Jimmy Ray, and Rik Luxury is just chomping at the bit here to get his hands on him. Collar and elbow tie up here. James Ellsworth claiming he's gonna slam Rik Luxury. The champ just looks abused.
Doesn't quite have the upper body strength there to lift up Big Rik.
Big shot to the back there from James Ellsworth. Ducking out. Oh, shoulder block. Sending Ellsworth reeling to the outside. Rik trying to get his hands on him.
A little too slow to get his hands on the quicker James Ellsworth. And Ellsworth grabbed the skateboard for one of these fans out here.
You gotta love the tenacity there. Just a vicious thought to smack a man in the head with a wooden skater. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, I mean, we saw something similar on Stranger Things Season 4. We know what roller skates can do to a face.
What lengths is this guy gonna go to right here to try and claim this PCW Championship? Oh, Rik trying to say James Ellsworth's a champion. Maybe he's just getting in Rik's head right here. Maybe he's playing mind games.
Well, I don't know if the Marty McFly strategy is going to work for Rik Luxury calling Ellsworth a chicken.
Another shoulder block. Block the strike. 3, 4. Oh! And a big Dusty Rhodes style bionic elbow there from Rik.
Well, Ellsworth's taking a beating, but his strategy seems to be frustrating Rik Luxury. He comes in, he moves out, he comes in, he moves out. A little bit of a rope-a-dope strategy, making Luxury tire himself out with some frustration.
Very much so, and again, like I said, it's been some time since Rik's been in the ring. Maybe he's trying to tire him out, but maybe he's just trying to figure out a way to pick his spot, pick his moment.
Oh!
Just like that, Doctor, just like that.
The injured knee of Rik Luxury, that's his bad knee. Manny Roa worked that over ages ago, causing Rik to go out. And James Ellsworth had done his homework.
Second chop block there now to Rik Luxury. Tying his leg up in the rope and just twerking and torquing on it there. James Ellsworth driving all of his weight down into the leg of Rik Luxury there, extended out. Brutal. Jimmy Ray just choking Rik out in the ropes there. Jimmy Mack distracted by James Ellsworth. Again, being smart. Taking his time, picking his moments, picking his spots. He came out here with Jimmy Ray for a reason.
Well, I often say it's often smarter to be the smartest one in the ring than the strongest one in the ring, and it'll serve you a lot better.
Driving Rik Luxury's leg down into the mat. The DDT, if you will. 1, 2. Ellsworth now frustrated. Feels that he's done enough here. But as you can see, Rik Luxury not being put away just yet.
Well, and as you well know, those constant covers wear you out. It takes a lot of effort.
They do. It's a grown man putting his full weight on top of you, trying to make sure you're not kicking out. You're not bringing home the championship. The winner's purse.
We're going to see a figure 4 here.
And what's at stake here is the PCW Championship.
And Ellsworth's got it locked in.
Figure 4 locked in now. Will Rik tap? Will Rik lose his newly won PCW Championship in his first defense?
James Ellsworth's strategy paying dividends.
Jimmy Mack down, asking Rik if he can still hold on here. 1, 2. Oh, Rik writhing in pain. I don't think he kicked. I think he writhed up in pain. If he wouldn't have actually... maybe I'm wrong. He seems to have enough to have rolled over and reversed the hold.
Reverses that pressure, and now it's all on James Ellsworth's knees, and Ellsworth grabbed the rope wisely.
Breaking up the hold, very smart. Oh, another chop block. Didn't get all of that, a glancing blow there, but another chop block from James Ellsworth.
That's good old JR likes to say that'll get you 20 yards in the NFL, but perfectly legal in pro wrestling.
Absolutely, Rik Luxury preventing the... Rik Luxury blocked the turnbuckle there, ate 2 of his own, and unfortunately also ate a finger to the eye there. James Ellsworth's back on the knee of Rik Luxury.
Ellsworth taking time to tie his bootlaces. Luxury was able to take advantage. Oh, what a chop. And you see Rik Luxury hobbling around the ring, definitely slowed him down. Ellsworth once again going to that well-documented injured knee of Rik Luxury. 20 plus years in the business leaves its toll on you.
Rik does not want to be right here. Now, Ellsworth again using the count to his advantage. He has the ref where, you know, somebody who likes to take advantage of the rules would want them to be. The ref is free to enforce the rules. Here's what's going to happen. James is going to do exactly what he's been doing.
He's making Rik mad.
He's pissing Rik off, and that's not smart. But what James is going to do is, he's going to find a way to try to steal this again. You got to think.
Luxury tax!
If Rik can just cover him.
Ellsworth got the shoulder up just in time.
Ellsworth kicks out of the luxury tax?
Sin didn't even kick out of that luxury tax. A testament to the toughness of James Ellsworth. And we've got Jimmy Ray here on the apron.
Like I said, Ellsworth is going to find a way to cheat and do what he has to win.
Just sprayed something in luxury's face. No chin music.
1, 2. Rik Luxury kicked out. That might have been everything James Ellsworth had left as far as tricks up his sleeve, I think, Doc.
Jimmy Ray once again up on the apron. I thought PCW Championship.
Ellsworth did exactly what I said he was going to do. I basically Tony Romo'd that. And the thing is, Ellsworth, oh my God, he stooped this low. He's hit Jimmy Mack now.
Well, I'm not saying Jimmy Mack doesn't deserve it, but Jimmy Mack now putting his hands on a competitor.
Straight to the shark tank. Straight to the shark tank. Just like Coretta Kyle, Jimmy Mack. Oh, luxury tax. Rik Luxury, 1, 2, 3. Still your PCW heavyweight champion, ladies and gentlemen.
What a contest! Rik Luxury putting away James Ellsworth with a little help from Jimmy 2 count. James Ellsworth getting carried away in the action, putting his hands on an official. You can't treat the belt like that, though, Rick. Come on.
I have seen Rik Luxury knock the lights out at Pacheco Square Garden. That is a fact. With that very same title swing. James Ellsworth and Jimmy Ray headed to the back. James Ellsworth grabbing his chin.
I don't know that he has one, but he was grabbing something.
Rik Luxury definitely nailed that luxury tax, not once but twice, on whatever James Ellsworth has at the bottom of his face.
Well, we gotta wonder who's next in line for that PCW Championship. I gotta say, Boyce LeGrand should have had that shot against Sin and Off the Chain, but Mike Shoop was allowed to choose Rik Luxury.
You know,
and now Rick's got the belt.
Boyce did just beat Bad News Blakeslee.
He did. I mean,
and it might have been by hook or by crook, but he definitely won. And I think maybe, just maybe, whether it's Boyce LeGrand or heck, maybe Rick doesn't even defend that belt until Extreme Measures. We got Last Man Standing coming up. We'll definitely know who the next challenger is after that night.
Good afternoon, PCW faithful. I know you have come looking for champions, but sadly, you will not find any, except for me, Goldschlager, the champion of graphic design, and my henchman, the Jägermeister. That's right, I make amazing belts, match graphics, tickets, and everything you need for your event, be it wrestling or otherwise. I am Goldschlager, and I make art. Oh, Scheiße, what are you two doing here?
That's a piece of art?
Yeah, I should be in a museum. It's my belt.
This is trash.
No! 9!
Exactly.
The creator of our brand new PCW Championship belt, he is Steven West Ghost McCready.
This is West Ghost design right here.
This belt is absolute top-notch, top quality. Look at the snakes in the back. Full marks to that. And you need to go over to West Ghost Designs.
Look at this. Look at this. Look how freaking cool that looks.
The wrestling world knows that West Coast Design is your one-stop shop for t-shirt design, belt design, stickers, match graphics, flyers, and more. West Coast Design.
Hey Jesse, let's see who's going against West Coast.
No,
Dr. Haywood!
And I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for West Coast Designs.
You can find West Coast Design on Twitter and Instagram at West Coast Design or on ProWrestlingTees.com/spooky apparel.
West Coast, I'll get you. $50,000 on a graphic design degree at Chico State. Damn it!
Golden State Heavyweight Championship on the line. We had a battle royal to see who would be the #1 contender.
This is your main event. And it is for the Golden State Championship.
Bad news, Blakeslee. I hate to bring up a sore subject, but a former partner, member of Most Wanted, now on his own, the #1 contender the biggest win of his career if he can manage it.
Now, the Golden State Heavyweight Championship is a Gold Rush title. Is that correct?
You know, I think it was created just for these taco and margarita festivals.
Okay.
Brandon Humphrey, the first winner of it, won it in a battle royal at the Battle of the Shark Tank.
Okay. And the fact of the matter is, Brandon Humphrey is a champion.
He is a champion. All-State Brandon Humphrey, as he called himself when he won that Golden State Heavyweight Championship. Also wears the PCW Inter-California Champion. Yeah, he's a champion, all right, but he's also a jerk store, which is why I call him Jerk Store Brandon Humphrey. Not a nice guy. Likes to play like the fans love him, but if they knew him like I do, they would not be a fan of this guy.
Well, the thing about Hellbound Brandon Humphrey is he is one hell of a competitor, no pun intended. He is a champion. He has a champion's pedigree as far as training goes. Obviously a former student of Zach Reeb. He is cut from the same cloth that a lot of us are, trained at Primetime University. Even Mitch Valentine, the ring announcer, a former student of Zach Primetime Reeb. Jimmy Mack, a former student of Zach Primetime Reeb. Myself. Everybody
but me, Dr. Haywood. He doesn't know anybody a damn thing.
And that's the thing about all of us competitors. We don't know each other very well.
Reigning and defending Golden State Heavyweight Champion, Hellbound Brandon Humphrey.
Oh, the fans not behind Brandon Humphrey this time.
And even if this is, like I'm saying, the first time they faced off, sure. Great stage. But this is not the first time these men they're tied up. They practice together. They know each other. These guys, like I said, are cut from the same cloth, and we're about to find out. Does it really matter how big Blakeslee is? And does it really matter how much of a hothead Brandon Humphrey is? Who is the better in-ring competitor? That will be determined right here.
I will say Brandon Humphrey's temper has cost him in the past, so how big a hothead he is will definitely matter. If Bad News can get him to show that fiery temper...
See, Dr. Haywood, I would normally agree with you, but that's the thing. It doesn't matter. That could be actually to his advantage, but it doesn't matter. He's going to have to give everything he has. He could get a little mad. He's got to hit Blakeslee harder than he's ever hit anybody. He's got to get Blakeslee off the ropes harder than he's ever hit anybody. He's got to throw all of his weight into an Irish whip attempt if he ever hopes to have one here. All of these things are very important to Brandon Humphrey's arsenal. He's wrestling it, honestly, at a disadvantage here. So get angry, get mad, BHump. This is where you got to.
Well, BHump, no peanut himself, definitely a strong competitor. I mean, the guy is an athlete, just look at him. But can he match the power of Bad News?
He's just got to hit him hard and hit him often.
Oh my God! I have never seen anyone manhandle Brandon Humphrey like that. That's 500 pounds right on you, that turnbuckle.
Threw his whole body weight into him there with that backsplash.
The king of chops delivering on his title.
They gotta be the hardest chops he's ever thrown. They've gotta be the biggest, hardest clubs he's ever thrown. He's got to give Blakeslee everything he has right here.
Oh, golly.
And you gotta think, yes, Moist LeGrand did just beat Bad News Blakeslee.
Bad News just cut you off with that chop.
BHump said reeling after the chop, giving some love back to Blakeslee here, reeling in the corner, but Moist LeGrand is a very different competitor than Brandon Humphrey is. Moist LeGrand is not afraid of bending the rules a little if he has to win. BHump, he likes to play to these fans, he likes to play to these people, he likes to play the good guy. Will he do what what's necessary, like Voice the Brand did, or will he succumb to the power of Bad News Blakeslee? Right now, doing a great job. Just delivered 10 standing shots there in the corner. Like I said, it's got to be the hardest Irish whip of his life. Does he have it in him? Does he have it in him? Blakeslee, no. Reverses it. Oh!
I think that's the hardest Irish whip Brandon Humphrey's ever taken, though. And look at Humphrey just reeling in the corner.
Blakeslee. Oh! With another big jump.
It's just like getting hit with a cast iron frying pan.
We've seen BHump have 15-minute, 20-minute matches with Surza. He can go the distance, but it's hard to go the distance when you can't breathe, when the oxygen's cut off, when you're getting chopped like that. Right above, right in your chest, right under the throat there. Oh, and now the headbutts to the chest? The fact that BHump is even standing right now is blowing me away.
Bad News got a head like a bowling ball.
After 7, I believe, headbutts. Brandon's still throwing those chops.
He's trying to chop that tree down. Oh my God! No!
Almost had him for a body slam. Oh! Shoulder block just didn't take Blakeslee out. It's just not going to do it, Brandon. These shoulder blocks just aren't going to do it. You're going to have to figure something else out here, BHump. Oh! A third try at the shoulder block.
And Bad News just...
I don't think he budged, just like Alex Ace earlier. I don't think he budged.
No.
Oh! Big kick to the mush. Blakeslee turning around. A cutter, a stunner of sorts.
And he got Bad News off his feet. Oh my God!
1, 2. Oh! There goes Brandon Humphrey almost through the rope there.
Bad News
Hellbound was almost bound to the floor.
Yeah, Hellbound to the floor, as you say. Bad News still has yet to get up off his feet, though.
He's calling for the BHump dump. He's calling for the end of it. Will this be the biggest BHump dump that Brandon Humphrey has ever delivered?
Well, I don't know if BHump can get him up.
We'll find out right here. Oh my God, he's really gonna try it. Will BHump actually be able to get him up on his shoulders?
I don't think he took enough Viagra to get him up.
Oh no! Big clubbing blow. And now, right where Blakeslee wants him, in that body slam that he was trying to get earlier. Here he comes, crashing down! And you know it's gonna hurt inside. Oh, good God! Oh! 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a brand new Golden State Heavyweight Champion, Bad News Blakeslee.
No one fits the name more than Bad News, the Golden State Heavyweight Champion.
And you know what? I didn't mention once, as a unbiased journalist, I did not mention once that this man used to be my partner, that I used to share the road, share locker rooms, tie his boots. It almost brings a tear to my eye watching him. Almost, Dr. Haywood, almost, right, raising his first singles championship.
I got to admire your neutrality. Bad News with his first singles gold in PCW with a victory over Jerkstar Brandon Humphrey. And Brandon, it couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Oh, look at this show of respect.
And you gotta admit, Brandon Humphrey fought to the very end, honorably. He did not try to break or bend these rules. He tried and fought as hard as he could, but unfortunately, Bad News Blakeslee just proved to be a little too big of a little too strong of a test here for Brandon Humphrey.
Well, now it's Bad News' time. He's big, he's went, and he's got the gold to prove it. Folks, what an amazing event we had here.
And you gotta think, Dr. Haywood,
I'm back.